Welcome back, Cowboys Nation. There's a storm brewing deep in the heart of Texas, and this time, it's not just about the upcoming matchup or the standings, it's about the moves and whispers flying out of the Star in Frisco. The Dallas Cowboys have found themselves at the center of a whirlwind of rumors that could have major implications for their defense and running game. We're talking about three names making all the noise right now: Sam Williams, Eric Kendricks, and the explosive young back Jaylen Wright. Each of these stories carries its own twist, its own tension, and together they're painting a picture of a Cowboys team that might just be preparing for a mid-season shakeup. Let's start with Sam Williams, the former second-round pick who's been one of the biggest enigmas on this Cowboys roster. Williams came into the league with sky-high potential, a pure pass rusher with freakish athleticism and an aggressive edge. But despite flashing brilliance in spurts, he's struggled to carve out a consistent role in Dan Quinn's rotation. Now, whispers out of the Cowboys camp suggest that Williams may finally be turning the corner. Several team insiders have hinted that the coaching staff is seriously considering increasing his snap count and putting him in more critical pass rushing situations. And let's be honest, Dallas desperately needs it. With Micah Parsons facing double teams almost every down and DeMarcus Lawrence nursing nagging injuries, the Cowboys need another defensive lineman to step up. Williams might be that guy, and the buzz is that he's been lighting up practices lately, showing off the kind of speed and burst that got everyone talking when he was drafted. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's also been speculation that Sam Williams might be part of some behind-the-scenes trade talks. Some analysts believe that while Dallas wants to develop him, they could also use his upside as trade bait if the right offer comes along, especially if they're looking to bring in veteran help elsewhere on the roster. ESPN's insider report this week mentioned that several teams have inquired about Williams, intrigued by his athletic profile and potential ceiling. But for now, the Cowboys seem to be holding firm, hoping Williams will blossom into the impact player they always envisioned. Whether he stays or goes, one thing's clear: Sam Williams is back in the spotlight, and his next few games could determine not only his future but perhaps even the direction the Cowboys defense takes this season. Now let's move on to a name that's been making waves for an entirely different reason: Eric Kendricks. The veteran linebacker, who reunited with his former defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer in Dallas, has been battling through some early season injuries that have limited his impact so far. But according to multiple reports, Kendricks is nearing a full return, and that could be a massive boost for this Cowboys defense. Remember, Kendricks isn't just a body in the middle of the field, he's a proven leader, a tackling machine, and someone who understands Zimmer's defensive philosophy like few others. His return could stabilize a linebacker group that's been patchy at best. When Kendricks signed with Dallas, the expectation was that he'd be the glue guy, the veteran presence who brings communication, discipline, and reliability to a young and explosive defense. But injuries and rotations have thrown things off rhythm. That's why his return, possibly as soon as the next game, is being met with such excitement inside the locker room. Insiders close to the team have even suggested that Kendricks' leadership on the field has been sorely missed, especially during crunch moments when the defense has struggled with missed tackles and blown assignments. Having him back could bring a sense of order and calm that this unit needs right now, especially as the Cowboys gear up for the most crucial stretch of the season. ESPN's Todd Archer also mentioned in his recent segment that Kendricks has been a vocal presence on the sidelines even while injured, helping younger players like Damone Clark and DeMarvion Overshown understand their reads and positioning. That mentorship, combined with his anticipated return, is giving Cowboys fans plenty to smile about. If Kendricks is truly healthy and ready to go, we could see a noticeable improvement in both run defense and coverage, two areas that have been shaky in recent weeks. It's the kind of veteran reinforcement that could quietly change the entire tone of the defense. But of course, the big shocker that's had Cowboys Nation buzzing all over social media comes from a fresh round of trade rumors involving rookie running back Jaylen Wright. Now, let's be clear, these are rumors at this stage, but they're coming from credible sources, including ESPN's insider report earlier this week. The word is that several teams have reached out to the Cowboys to gauge their interest in trading Wright, the speedy and dynamic rookie who's shown flashes of brilliance every time he touches the ball. Wright was drafted as a long-term weapon for the Cowboys offense, a home run hitter with the kind of breakaway speed that could open up the field for Dak Prescott. But the Cowboys' running back situation has been a bit of a mystery this season, with Tony Pollard leading the charge but not quite delivering the dominance many expected. So naturally, when teams see a talented rookie like Wright getting limited touches, they start wondering if there's a chance to pry him away. According to reports, at least 2 teams have quietly reached out to Dallas about a possible deal involving Wright before the trade deadline. But here's the twist: sources close to the Cowboys front office have strongly indicated that the team is not interested in moving him. In fact, there's talk that the Cowboys plan to expand Wright's role as the season goes on, especially given his explosive potential as both a runner and receiver. Fans have been clamoring to see more of Wright since training camp, where he turned heads with his speed and acceleration. Some even drew comparisons to past Cowboys greats, saying he reminded them of a young Felix Jones or even glimpses of rookie-year Tony Pollard. The Cowboys coaching staff has been cautious, preferring to ease him into the offense while relying on veteran stability. But with the offense occasionally sputtering, especially in short yardage and red zone situations, there's growing pressure to shake things up, and giving Wright more opportunities could be just what they need to inject life into the ground game. It's also worth noting that ESPN's coverage hinted at internal discussions among the Cowboys coaching staff about finding creative ways to utilize Wright. That could include more 2-back sets, screen plays, and even motion plays to create mismatches against slower linebackers. If Dallas really wants to make the most out of their offensive weapons, it's time to get bold, and Jaylen Wright might be the key to unlocking that next level. But while the trade rumors continue to swirl, fans can take comfort in knowing that the Cowboys are reportedly standing firm. The front office views Wright as part of the team's future, not trade bait. Still, the fact that his name is even being mentioned in trade talks shows just how valuable he's become in league circles. Opposing teams see the potential, and that's a sign of respect. Whether or not the Cowboys unleash him in the next few games could determine how serious this offense is about taking the next step. Putting all of this together, it's clear the Cowboys are at a fascinating crossroads. The defense is slowly regaining its health and identity with the return of veterans like Kendricks, while young players like Sam Williams are being challenged to rise to the occasion. On the offensive side, the potential emergence of Jaylen Wright could add a new dynamic to a unit that's been searching for more consistency. Each of these storylines represents a piece of a larger puzzle: a Cowboys team that's talented enough to make a deep playoff run but still trying to find its rhythm and chemistry. And let's not ignore the timing. The trade deadline is looming, and the Cowboys have always been known to make noise around this time of year. Jerry Jones loves a bold move, and the front office is constantly evaluating how to strengthen the roster. Whether it's adding depth on defense, finding help at running back, or even making a surprise deal, the next couple of weeks could be crucial in shaping the Cowboys season. For now, though, all eyes are on the practice field and the locker room. Can Sam Williams finally fulfill the potential that made him a second-round pick? Will Eric Kendricks' return help anchor this defense and bring stability where it's needed most? And could Jaylen Wright become the spark plug this offense has been missing, or will another team swoop in with an offer the Cowboys can't refuse? Those are the questions swirling around Dallas right now, and each one could define how this season unfolds. The Cowboys fan base is buzzing with speculation, hope, and just a touch of nervous anticipation. Because let's face it, when there's smoke in Dallas, there's almost always fire. Something is happening behind the scenes, and as the rumors continue to heat up, Cowboys Nation is watching closely. Whether these developments lead to blockbuster moves or quiet internal adjustments, one thing's certain: this team is far from done making headlines. As the season moves forward, Keep an eye on Sam Williams' snap count and productivity. Watch how Kendricks' leadership reshapes the linebacker core. And pay attention to how often Jaylen Wright gets the ball, because that could tell you everything about where this Cowboys offense is heading. It's an exciting, unpredictable time in Dallas, and every bit of movement, every rumor, every insider report feels like a clue to a much bigger story unfolding right before our eyes. So, Cowboys fans, buckle up. The road ahead is going to be wild. From defensive revivals to trade talk fireworks, this is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing stretches of the season. Whether these rumors turn into reality or not, the message is clear: Dallas is not sitting still. They're hungry, they're restless, and they're ready to make noise. And if even half of these whispers come true, the rest of the league better be ready, because the Dallas Cowboys could be gearing up for something big. Thanks for watching, Cowboys Nation. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay in the loop on every major move, rumor, and locker room twist, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications. There's a lot more coming, and you won't want to miss a second of it.